Let's go!
Let's go! Welcome in, again. Happy Sunday. There he be. Welcome in, Fowl. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's Sunday has gone well. Time to fix all the shit here. Time to fix all the shit here. As you can see, there's some shit afoot. We will be addressing that. I did, as I hoped, I did wake up this morning and just get the rest of this knocked out, like modeling-wise. So it's all here, and we just gotta make it look the part now. First and foremost, I gotta put the grid back on everything so I can fix the proportions on stuff. Time to wear Brea's skin. Yes, time to make her skin. I always hated that the skin suit tag. Not a fan. This works. Yeah, put the grid back on everything. Okay. So this, all of this needs to be brought down. Not either, and you hate it because it launched a full-scale invasion of the genderbender tag? Wait, what? I was not aware of this. Okay, so I want all of this. Or, no. I want this. There we go. Wait, what? Oh, hang on. I want this. And we gotta fix this in, like, phases. Such a weird amount of genderbender skin suit stuff now. That is bizarre. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4 pixels high. So we're gonna make that the same here.
Let's go!
Snap. 2 pixels. Let's go! Welcome in, monster. Yeah, that is... No, that's not right. 1, 2, 3. How come that's showing 4? 1, 2, 3. And then this is your 4th row. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see. Okay. So this is correct. And then this needs to be fixed. Never ironically shaking sick motherfuckers again? Oh no. Did someone throw up on you? Mostly framed like creepy guys turning girls into skin suits so they can infiltrate their friend groups. Ah, yes. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. That's, yeah, that's rough. Is it this? This looks about, not quite. You have a cough and slight sore throat. Oh no! Well, hopefully them passing the sick on to you helped them at least. We gotta take our silver linings where we can get them. How is this? This is right here's probably good. That's probably fine. Snap 2 pixels, and then I think what is my pivot point? Bounding box center. You want this one. Hmm. No, we don't. We don't want that? I guess not. Okay, that's fine as it is. However, I have to do something about this. There we go. Straighten it out a little bit. I think this will do. Though the three at the bottom are pretty... They're a little wide. Yeah, they got better? Okay, good. Okay, something good came out of this then. Let's go halvesies. Play that song again. That's like my favorite song on this album. Well, hoping for a swift recovery, monster. Has it at least been a cozy 6 Sunday? That's rough. That's rough, but also I'm not gonna like do anything with this. It's just gonna be flat color, so it's probably fine, honestly. Playing Disco Elysium? Ooh, nice. An extremely wordy game, to be sure. But heard nothing but good things about it. Unsurprisingly, the inspiration music playlist for Brea is rhythm games. All rhythm game shit. That's what I gotta hear to get into the mood. I'm gonna crash out on Battlefield 6 later. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'll be grabbing that eventually. Unfortunately, I think Pokemon's the only thing coming out relatively soon that's gonna have the power to pull me away from Blender. Do enjoy the internal introspection with the inner personalities. Yeah, it's a fantastic setup. This is looking surprisingly, I don't know how. This looks like fine. This does not need to be changed whatsoever. I don't know how that happened. Because I'm pretty sure I messed with the size of the shoes here a fair bit. But whatever, I won't complain. Saw some 3D models of Megas we haven't seen? Where? You getting leaks? Twitter? Interesting. Chandelure, huh? So are they megas we know are coming but haven't seen, or is Chandelure like completely unknown before it got leaked? Yeah, we gotta fix this. What the fuck happened here, dog? Mega Chandelure sounds like it'd be insane as a sweeper. Yeah, I imagine so. Okay. The fuck happened here, dog? What the fuck? Okay. That's strange. Why does that not affect the other side? That's very peculiar. That's... What? Hang on. Is it because of the mirror modifier? Because if so, that means I have to delete this and, like, re-apply the modifier. How else am I gonna... Oh, it's all the way over here. You should not be like that. That's quite interesting that that's how that works. Brooke, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Known about the new megas for months. Do you like Chandelure, but generally you tend to be that stall asshole. Yeah, so I've heard. Mega Dragonite is getting the Gengar treatment. If only it could get some treatment to, like, make it look a little less goofy. Don't understand your love for creatures like Stonejourner. Listen, I understand. Like, I get that you like rocks. I like rocks. I just don't like that rock. I think he looks goofy. It's a friend. No, brother. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to redo the modifier on this, which is probably fine. Or I could just manually... I could just manually do it, fuck it. So. I need this to be... No, that... Yeah, that'll work. We'll bring it here. No, I changed my mind. I don't want it like that. We're gonna do... this. Just straighten it out. As for you... What the fuck, man? That's better. Snap to... pixels. And that's pretty much good. That's basically all I had to fix. So let's go over here and do that over here. And this, what the fuck? Oh, right. We bring it here. Will this work if I... Yes, okay. Okay, it's fixed. That's the premise of Dragonite in the anime. At least it's notoriously strong, but the goofy. That's true, that's true. Dragonite do be goofy. Funny Roblox factory logistics game hurts their brain. Bro, you can't be... You... You can't have double reputation as homewrecker and also got invited to Roblox Island. Like, pick a struggle, my guy. Who was your inspiration? Fucking Dr. Disrespect? Like, what's going on? Okay, legs are looking good. How many social and actual felonies you want on your record? Yeah, I'm clean. Okay, if you say so. I'm just saying, you have a penchant for enjoying to play dangerous games. Chest should be fine, thankfully. That's pretty much unchanged. Roblox game is kind of like Factorio. I definitely see the appeal, though I wonder why not just play Factorio? Or have you, like, beaten Factorio and you're just looking for other games like it? Because I can understand that. It's on Xbox. Ah, I see. Brutal. What about Satisfactory? Is that not on Xbox? It's on Game Pass, isn't it? Okay, let's fix arms. What is this fuck? What is this song? Beat Mania be on some wild shit sometimes. Oh, sorry, that's DJ Max. DJ Max be on some wild shit sometimes, but also Beat Mania. Satisfactory is, but for some reason you can't buy it on the store. I wonder if it's region locked or something. Get your fill from other vices, and currently that's an alpha build of a Roblox game. What can you do? What about, if it's on PC Xbox but not console Xbox, what about on phones? I feel like surely you can get something Factorio-like on the phone these days. Y'all got some of them phones? Not a huge fan of this. Bring it in just a little bit. That's better. It says it's XS enhanced. What? That's fucked up. Oh, they're gaslighting you for real. Okay. So what are we doing here with these shapes? This one is at the end. What does that cuff look like? How many pixels realistically do I need to represent this? I mean, it's basically solid color. I would want a little border here. So maybe I do need to fix the resolution on that, but also, like, I don't know, what if I didn't? Yeah, no, that's plenty. I can solid color that, that's fine. Cool. Okay, so I don't need to fix the cuff. I just need to fix the whatever the fuck's going on here. These are also kind of stretched. It's not great. So that would be these two. Okay. Unfortunately, I think if I do... Yep. Actually, that probably works out. So, if I grab these... Oh, wait. That's not what I want to do. I grab these and get this sorted out on this end. That's probably good. Snap to pixels and then fix on this end so that they're equal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something like this. However, now I need to shrink this, and that's definitely going to cause some weirdness on this end. That could be a problem. Okay, so what we'll do... I'll grab this specifically. That looks better. It's definitely... The pixels here are definitely smaller. I might just be better off fucking reprojecting these. Like Golden Go, it kind of reminds you of a Native American fertility deity that was all over her clothes and stuff. Yeah, I can see that. That's definitely the vibe that it gives. It reminded me of the fucking cinnamon stick man from Applejacks. Cheese string man, that too. Let me grab these. Show me the pixel scale. What is this? Wait a minute.
Let's go.
Oh, right. I made that by accident. Let's go! Jade, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Okay. It's Monday? Yikes, bro. Sucks to suck, I guess. I'm Bing chilling. It's a marvelous Sunday over here. Okay, that is definitely far too zoomed in, so this is the scale. My face when I'm living in the future. You were literally just sad like 2 seconds ago because it was Monday for you. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Okay, project from view. Grab all this, rotate 45 degrees, psych, rotate negative 45 degrees. Interesting. Yeah, it's significantly longer. However, that is the correct scale, which means I'm going to have to readjust the rest of these. So let me do this, and then grab on the X, slide it out this way. This I should definitely adjust. Slide this over so it's more like this. Flip the script on them. These need to slide down. Probably by 2. Because that's aligned with this. Yeah, it needs to go down 1 more. So that this can scoot in. Actually, I need to scoot it down 1 more. And this needs to be scooted down as well. Now I should be able to scoot you in. Right here. We're gonna need to separate. We're gonna need to separate these. So I want this to be 1 apart. A little bit of texture warping never hurt anybody. If I grab these. Okay, cool. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Huh, okay. 12, 13, 14. We can grab these as well. Oh, wait. We want these. Strange that these two are attached specifically. Can off copium taste just as good as cake? I'm sure it does. Okay, I don't know why this isn't connected to this, but these being connected is telling. So let me go ahead and slot this back into place. So this goes down by 1. Oh. I need to be in vertex mode. So the game is both gemology and gem crafting. Whoa. That is, that does kind of suck that they didn't, that they have them both start with gem. Okay, and then, oh, wait a minute. If I select you, okay, you're at the top here. So wraps around like that. All right. So I don't want this the way that it is. I want this up here. This is the one that I want to mimic. "12, 13, 14. Gemology gathers gems and gem crafting crafts them. That, I mean, it makes sense. I feel like I would have used a different word than gem for both. Also, I described Blue Protocol to Reyna as what I wanted Kurt's spell to be. I feel like for what it offers, aside from it definitely needing some polish, I like what it's putting down. It just needs some polish. Oh, Falcon, type out the name of the game 3 times faster than you ever could. It's a long name. They just got good typing skills, I guess. Okay, so this is the one that I want to mimic. This needs to go down. This needs to go up. Excuse me. This should probably be here. I'm gonna isolate this, see what this actually looks like. Okay, never mind. That's 100%. That's 100% where it needs to be. You can stay right there. Which means, on this end, it should be the opposite. So I grab... It'd probably be easier to grab faces. Slide you out here. I can probably... Here, I'll grab you while I'm at it. And you. And then all of these guys go out here to match. And we can worry about those later. This slides right on over here. And this goes here. To go to this one. And that should be... Ah, wait. These need to be shrunk. They need to be shrunk by 2, it looks like. Scale on the y-axis. 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3. So 1 additional here. That should be... Ah, wait. It would be the opposite. 1 more here. This goes up by 1. So this would be straight, and then it goes up by 1. And then it goes down by 2. And then this is straight all the way down. That should be about right. What the fuck? So it looks right all the way up here. What happened here? How is it backwards? Okay, hang on. Which means it wants to be... It wants to be here. I don't know how I mapped this to make it behave like that, but whatever, if it works. Okay, now we can work on the top and bottom. You are looking surprisingly alright, but clearly could be better. So let's see. I believe I want you to be like that. Wait, wrong side. I believe I want you to be like this. And then that's good. That could probably be better. You know what? No, this is fine. This is perfect. You are perfect as you are. How about on the bottom? You're looking a little fucked up. Let's see if we can't fix that. Sludge right down here. Nope. You need to be over here. Much better. Do have a decently high RPM. Or BPM. Thought UV mapping was for how light was emitted from a surface. Technically it is, in the sense that UV mapping is where each vertex points to on the texture, and in a sense, that is light emitting from a surface. It sounds like what you are describing is normal mapping, which is a little bit more to do with lighting. That's a way to, like, fake surface elevation changes without actually having it. You can, like, code fake lighting into a flat surface by using a normal map. But no, U's and V's are the X and Y equivalent for coordinates on a texture instead of coordinates on, like, an image or in a 3D space. Let me isolate this so I can get a better look at it. And then focus on it. It's looking pretty alright. Could be better. But no one's ever going to look on the underside of the arm, and I don't think there's going to be any detail under there. Actually, there's going to be a little bit. This would probably be for the best if I made this at least a little clean. So, what are we doing with this? It narrows out a bit. So can I? Yeah. There we go. That looks great. Well, not perfect, but it looks better. Graphical style is very reminiscent of Genshin, aside from maybe the color. Yeah, I would say visually, yeah, they're not fooling anybody with that shit. But gameplay wise, it's much more like it's a MMO. There's clothes gotchas, but I'm used to that from PSO2. And honestly, I do very much. If you're gonna have a gotcha in your game, a clothes gotcha, I can fuck with that. Especially when it's handled the way that PSO2 handles it. Okay, how about this? Whoa, whoa! Fucking chill, bro. Increase it by 1. Nah, it looks a little wonky. This is fine as it is. Alright. I don't like when it's tied to mechanics. Yeah, for sure. You get to use free currency to buy some outfits, so it's not that bad. Yeah. Yeah, that certainly helps too. From what I've seen, Group Protocol is plenty reasonable for a free player. Okay, arms are looking... good enough. That leaves, the face, thankfully, is fine. Glasses will be easy because they're just 2 colors. I can map them pretty shrimply on a separate part of the texture. Hair needs fixing. It basically needs to be redone entirely, unfortunately, but not a huge deal. And then we have the extras. Let's start with those. Damn, this song banging, dude. This would go where the jacket goes. Thankfully, there's not a whole lot to it. There's the belts that need accommodation. There's some details on the cloak. Other than that, not a whole lot going on. So that should be pretty simple. Let's start with Let's get this like this so it's a little easier to see. Let's start with the front here. Project from view. I'm probably gonna want a second section here for the top cloak so I can add more, so I can add the separate details for the, actually, no, this should be fine. I can make it work. We'll just slide you here. Let's make sure that these are lined up as well as they can be. All right. That got a little wonky, but looks like it's doing all right. Let me drive home how fucked up the environment has become if we're using Nexon as a positive example. Yeah. Dude, the only thing wrong with MapleStory 2 was that they fucking killed it after a month. Absolutely fucked up. Okay, and then here. How do I want... This is the rear for sure. Do I want it to be this 3 for the side? I guess it doesn't super matter. I'll do the 2. And I should be able to do both sides, because they're not going to have any extraneous detail on them. So I can grab that from here. Project from view. We can slot this over like so. Snap 2 pixels. There are people playing the Dragon Ball Super opening on week 1. That game was on the track to success. Holy. Okay, now take the backside here. Project from view. Snap 2 pixels. Nice and lined up. Looking good. Matter of fact, I think I should be able to overlap these over here, because the belt texture that goes all the way around is gonna be the same on, like, all of them. And that gives me more room for the cloak on this side, and I can slap details on as necessary. On second thought, I just don't feel like doing that. I have plenty of room on this texture. I don't need to be economical about shit. I'll just put the cloak over here, and I'll extend this color area. It's fine. Actually, I think what I would want to do is slide it up. So that way I can have a constant color gradient going all the way down. Which means... Actually, I changed my mind. I don't want to do it like that. A pretty strong playlist going today. It's DJ Max. It's good stuff. I think the only thing left on here is this little bit over here. Nope, that's not how I wanted that to go. Fine, we'll do it manually. And we can just project from view like this. There's not going to be anything going on here. Project from view. And we're going to slot that all the way at the bottom. So it'll be darker. And that should be... Actually... Just to be neat, I can slot it right down here, so there's no unnecessary overlap. And that is everything accounted for on this. There we go. Much better. And then we want to do the same thing here. I want to grab both of them so I can see this for comparison. Let's see. Right, okay. So this will be on the front. Yeah. These and this and this. It's going to be slightly awkward because these don't line up like so, but it is what it is. And before we project from view, I want to unisolate, make sure our scale is correct. Project from view. We want this about lined up. Actually, not necessarily. I want this, like, up here. And then brought over yonder. Now, this I might... No. No, I can do the same thing. So we'll grab these. And that's part of the back, so... Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing it. And then we grab these. Need to see 150 crowded channels on Blue Protocol. Hope the player base remains stable so you don't have to bid it farewell again. Well, I mean, at the... You know, you got the ongoing content rollout for the rest of the month, so at the very least, it should be pretty healthy for the month. I'm glad you're enjoying it, though. I do hope that good controller support comes sooner rather than later. Check for view. This can be... Let's see. This would line up like so. And then slide off to the side, probably over here. Is that too high? I think it should be good. A good way to check is just slide it over here. Yeah, that's fine. And then last thing should be the backside. So we got these four. All right. Grab these. That's strange. Where is that? Ah, yikes. Grab that. All of these. And that should be... Yeah, that should be everything. Select all. Everything else is accounted for. Excellent. Then we do the same thing, where we make sure the base of the cloak lines up and then slide it off to the side. Probably something like over here. Does this all fit within this space? It does. So then I should be able to just slide this over yonder. And that should fit on the new square that I create. I'll slide it over a little more just to be... I can do that afterwards. Okay. Next up is the hair. Actually, let's do the glasses. Because this should be really simple. I'm just gonna grab all of these, scale them down hella, and slap them in the corner. I can make them smaller than that, even. Cause it's all just going to be solid color, and then this is... So, since I don't want to try and mess with transparent textures, what I've done is made the glasses and then made these little bits that are going to be white, or like a bluish white, to act as the, like, rim shine on an otherwise absent lens. So it will look like there is a shiny lens in the frames. And these will be over here. I'm just going to put them all right together, right over there. I think all that's left now is hair. Don't mind these little slivers. That's for the changing hair color, the two-tone hair. So right now, this I just kind of roughly mocked up. I don't know if it was the same. I don't know if it was actually the same size. It might be. It's a little wonky here, but like it gets the point across. Incorrect. Let's see. Okay, that should be a little closer. Would this mean you can't do the shiny glasses gag? Unfortunately, yes. However, if I did want to do that, I could learn how to make the transparent texture work, because I know you can do that. It just doesn't work with the way I have the material set up currently. I'd have to change some things, and I just don't feel like figuring that out currently. That can come later. I don't think I actually need to do that. Okay, this is fine as it is. There we go. A little bit more lined up now. I'll fix that later. I am gonna need a space for the ribbon color. But I can figure that out later. The depth on her face detail looks great. Thank you. Yeah, I think the glasses help with that for sure. I'm not a huge fan of the way that the glasses are bending. That does not look right. Hang on. Do I just need this to be brought forward? Oh, hang on. I should move these at the same time. Actually, no, that looks better. That might be good as it is. Okay. Yeah, it just looked a little wonky. Fish steak. Do you have your fish sticks with tartar sauce? These look good, except for whatever the fuck's going on here. So, let's see. That's all accounted for. This is way off. That's supposed to be like skin. So that needs to be way over. Matter of fact, I can just fix that. Then we do the same thing over here. There we go. That's better. Should this be darkened? No, I'll put it with the rest of the hair. So we have all of this going on. So that got a little wonky. That also got severely wonky. I'm gonna grab you and just what the fuck? I'm gonna grab both of you and just zoop. Just gonna make sure y'all are nice and lined up. There we go. You, we're just gonna slide over here. You're at the correct height. That's really all that matters. These are, yeah, those are all looking fine. Okay, you four, I need to project because you're very clearly the wrong size. Project from view. We're just gonna grab you and slide you right over here. That's probably good. Oh, wait, hang on. You are supposed to go here. Something to this effect. Alright. Which, admittedly, probably needs to be shortened. Let's go ahead and slide that up to probably about there. Texture map has seen some shit. Yeah, this is what happens when you take a model that's already been UV mapped, and then you really just redo all of the vertexes. It gets a little confused. Yeah, that's like... That is a square texture that is somehow mapped as a triangle. This shit got messy. Alright. So if I have these, and then I also have the... Okay, that's perfect. I can use these as a reference when I remap this side. So I'm going to take all of these. I'm just going to remap this entire fucking side. On the plus side, I did learn my lesson and made the twin tails a separate object from the head, and I think they came out fucking great. Once they're textured, I think they will look fantastic. This song is going a little too hard in the paint. Hang on. Oh yeah, that's Kobario. That sounds about right. Get me back in DJ Max, please. So grab these, put them in here, scale them up so that they more or less line up. Not quite. It can't be that small. Yeah, there we go. That's about right. It needs to be a little higher. Probably lined up with the scalp line here. There we go. And then we do the other side to match. Twin tails will probably look much better once they're not a texture mishap. Yeah. The rear hair is pretty much fixed already. Still need to figure out what the fuck this is. Ooh, we're getting funky. Check out her side hair. It can't be that because it's a separate object. So it can't be, like, showing on this screen right now. Oh, wait. You mean this? That... Actually, yeah. That probably is what that is. Let's see. Sure enough. Wait a minute. I was supposed to... Damn it. That was supposed to... Fuck. That was supposed to be part of the shit that I selected. In fact, I don't need this selected. Because that's gonna be in a darkened group. Okay. Well, thank you for saying something. I would have made that realization sooner or later. And sooner is better than later. Okay, let's try that again. This shit is positively groovy. Helping is all about increasing efficiency. Yup. 100%. Wait a minute. There's still one here somewhere. I don't know where it is, but, like, we'll fix it. Oh, you know what? I think it's the backside here. Yeah, we'll get that. Let's see. There are faces that I want to change to dark mode. That would be this one. These. And this. These bottom ones here. Let me isolate this, actually. These, realistically, I would probably want these as well, but I'll leave them. I think that's good. So those we don't need to scale properly because they're going to be isolated. Actually, I might as well. It's not hard to. There, project from view. And this is going to be... I guess for accuracy. It's going to be like... Oh, right, it needs to be scaled. Okay. That's rough, because I don't really have a... I don't really have a reference point here. I guess I could scale it off of this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's nice and lined up. And then slide that over here. Assume that purple part of the texture was Mina's ribbon? Yes. Yeah, that'll... I'll adjust that, because I'll need to do something similar for these ribbons, but I'll probably put them somewhere else so they're not running into this used space. I'm surprised I was able to get away with it on Mina's texture, because these are similar UV proportions. I don't know how I didn't run into it before. With how tall this is, I might need to extend this space. I suppose I could just have it be less resolution on the side here. It's not like it's going to make a huge difference. Yeah, it should be fine. I'll slot them right in here. Hell, maybe I'll put it here so they can get benefits of the of these highlights. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Where's the Hoge? What is this? Oh. That's actually perfect. You can stay right where you are. I'm surprised that worked out so well. Okay. So, hair looking pretty much good. Oh, wait. I forgot. These... Where's this? Okay, good. Those are mapped properly. However... These... Is it that I wanted? Or was it... Yeah, okay. These need to be moved over. Because they are going to be colored differently. If anything, these are the ones that I can put here. I learned from, instead of having it be pixelated like on Escher's texture, if I just segment out the topology, I can have nice clean lines for where the hair changes. For where the hair changes color. Okay, now we should be good to move on to this. I think I can literally select all and then view it from the side and project from view. I'm pretty sure that will work. So if I do this, bring it on from the side, get the scale proper, project from view, got the whole thing. Yeah, never mind. That worked out great. And we even get a little bit of shine on it. I don't know if I actually want that. I might not actually want that. It's a little bit much. Let's see what I can let's see what I can work with. This looks a little better. It's not as much. And it kind of extends off of the existing side shine. I'm kind of fucking with this. The other one, yeah, I do think there was a little bit too much going on, but this one, this is a little better. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. You got a little bit of gap. It's mostly on the actual outside. It's more reminiscent of the high-res model. Yeah. Yeah, this positioning I like. Okay. However, that leaves these, which definitely need to be in a different area. In fact, I need to select both of these so I can see where all their mapping is. So yeah, I would make the separate color section over here so I can slide that over. So I want to select these. This gets a little messy. I think that's all of them. Did I get this one? Aha. Okay, that should be everything. Now this, if I project from view from the side, should be fine. And this I would probably I would have it be pixelated. It's no big deal. I may rotate it though. Let's see. Or may have gotten an extra one on the left side. No, that's just how it connects. It's a little wonky. I built this ribbon out slightly odd. Here, let's do this. What will this look like if I merge at last? It's not terrible. It is a ribbon, after all. It's allowed to be thin. I think I would want to move this out a little bit, though. Something like this. Knowing is half the battle. It's true. Yeah, I think this works. And now, what I can do is select all of these again. Grab this. And grab all of these, put them over here. These go here. I'll put these here, and then we select these. Put them over here, and I'll put it off of the color zone so you can see the vision. And we have the general shape of the little white shell outer. It looks kind of like It looks kind of like, what is it, Finian? The Pokemon? Something about the Dorito shape is giving Finian vibes. Grab this, slide it over here, so they're separated enough that I can do color zones. And then just do that. The secret evolution. We got Finneon and Wiggleon. The secret evolutions. Favorite evolution, Kecleon. Oh shit, you're right, there's Kecleon too. There's 3 of them. Okay, is that everything UV mapped? I think so. I think we're fucking gaming, lads. True. Kecleon would absolutely be McVin's favorite evolution. That's very on brand. Okay, time to actually start fucking with the colors. Let's start with the pants. There's actually like 15 mons that end in Eon. I definitely can't think of them. Where are the dots at? Reduce this. Charmeleon. Ah, true, true. Charmeleon. Oh, Empoleon. And, isn't there one of the water starters, the one that's like a secret agent? Doesn't that have one that ends in Eon? Because it ends in, like, Leon? Inteleon, yeah, yeah. Okay, so Brea's pants, they have this, like, white shell part around just above the knee. Above that is bodysuit. Basically the same color as the stockings. Okay. Which is the same color as, like, the neutral black bodysuit, not the bluish bodysuit. Duly noted. Alright. So her white part is slightly bluish. So we're gonna want this one with just a little bit of blue on it. Luminion. Ah! Yes, the evolution of Finneon. Seam, En, Orpal. Well, we don't need this. Right, just above the knee is where this starts. So it would be like... One, two, three, four. 2, 3, 4. We'll do like 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's good. It goes all the way around. It goes all the way around the rim here. And then there's a part that like extends down the knee, which is interesting. Oh, that'd be like here. Wow, amazing. That didn't show up anywhere. What the fuck? Just my luck. I think having that and then have it go 2. So, like this. Having it go 2 just the 2 times is probably good. Okay. 1 and then 2. Something like that. What? Oh, I see. Wait. Huh? It needs to be, what, here? Brother. Where is this showing up? Okay, there we go. Honestly, probably wanted to go further around than that. Huh. Lucky guess. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then it slides around all the way over here. The mystery texture. Yeah, it's super annoying because I can't see where the UVs are in Photoshop. So I normally I would make guide points for myself and then import it in Photoshop, but because this texture is already built out, I can generally figure out where things need to be. But for the legs in particular, it can get tricky because there's so much like if I can show it, there's so much gap in between the lower leg sections because they get so thin. So it can be quite the guessing game down here. And we just want to fill this out. Oh, we're getting into instrumentals now. Next album. Wait a minute. Hmm. There's some overlap on this one. I think the one we were just on was an anniversary thing. There we go. And then that goes up a decent bit up the thigh. Honestly, you could probably go up most of it. So where does this terminate? A fair bit down. Okay, so if we say like here, where is this looking? Oh, I see. It ended up back there. I'm thinking I could have it go all the way up the thigh and use this purple section as a guide. And then it attaches where the little fucking crotch plate is. Not a bad idea. Okay. That makes this convenient. So I can have it go all the way up here. All the way up here. Right, I have to figure out where the damn line is. I see. Oh, wait, okay. Yeah, that means I can just fill this whole thing out. I'm silly. There we go. And then there's a little triangular bit that comes down. Okay. So you have to establish how high this part goes. Damn, this shit hitting. And then it goes like this. How's that look? Okay, first of all, you should start higher. And secondly, right. There's this. It ends at the 3. Duly noted. So we get 3 in. So you need to go up like this high. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. How's that? Hmm. Okay. Do one more here. There we go. A little extendo. And then one more here. Perfect. Oh, but that means this goes up way higher. Which is annoying. Okay. So I do want to start here. We go down 2. And then there's those, and then there's these. And I should, after 2 more iterations, I want to hit that low point. I think. And maybe just 1. So I definitely want to get rid of all this. Which means I want these to come all the way down here. How's that? It needs to be... Let's see. Needs to be like this. Ergo. Needs to go higher. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That'll suffice. The texture space is a little scuffed in this area. But it will suffice. Okay. That will... That's probably fine. Okay. Now, the rest of this purple here needs to go. This is fine to just be this dark color, and then the shoes are this bluish white. So we want this color. Get rid of the rest of this purple. And we'd be running out, so you have to run off and take the opportunity to go eep. Well, thank you for hanging out, as always. Hope you have a good EP and a good day tomorrow. Right. So in the stocking, now we can do this. And we'll definitely need to work on the seam here. What is this? Is that part of the stocking? No. Shadow? It is. Okay. Is that the only part here? It sure is. Okay, so I can just move that down. Let's move that down however far down it needs to go. That is... Oh, move a little bit higher. Okay, one more. There we go. Okay, that's been moved properly. Have a good evening, you too. Now back to the seam. And this shit inspiring for real. Did I do this wrong? I don't think so. Yeah, that looks fine. I see. Okay. This needs to be like this. There we go. And then this is good as it is, and then we change the shoe. And get a good look at this shoe here. Okay. So we start with white as the base. This is all on the... Hang on, let's get rid of this. This is all on the stocking layer. And then there's this white and then a blue layer, or like a purplish layer. I'm gonna want that color. So give me my color picker. A slightly different shade of purple. Yeah, grab that. That's gonna be... Does this stretch all the way to the bottom? It does not. It stretches to the top two. So... this will be that. And then there's like a two layer that turns into a one layer of this white and then black. So go to here. The black is probably 3. and it drops down to 2 on the sides. Let's figure out where. So if we go like this, okay, I want it to extend like 1 pixel. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. And then we do the same thing on the other side. Should be something to this effect. One, 2. Very close to getting it right first try. There we go. There's some, like, stripes and shit. There's a whole lot of something going on here. Okay, so that's the front, and these are the rear 2. Let's have the Urple come up. On the back half, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's easy to remember. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. You have the pumps come up in the back. And that's where the black starts to arch up. How many pixels do we actually have to work with? It starts here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then we do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then about halfway through, it goes all the way up. So like hereabouts. Probably did not need to do too wide for that, now that I think about it. Two. And it like swings around the front. And it ends. There's like a V notch on the side. Okay. Interesting. So if I go and do something to this effect. I would probably want to go up two more. Two, and then do this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over. 6. Do a little something like this. How's that? There we go. And then we do the same thing on the other end. So we go up here, go down to here, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 over to the next one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And do something like this. Hmm. Hmm. How did I miscount that wrong? Oh, I was counting from here. I'm silly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is okay. It's 6 again. What the fuck? I'm a dingus. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. And then you got like the tongue. It goes down. One, two, 3. We'll do 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll grab this. 1, 2, 3. Two. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we can do 1, 2, 3 on the dip, and then 1, 2, 3 coming back up. Gotcha. Frost Mage. Oh, good luck. Hey, play that last song again. That shit was hitting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip, and then. Mm, I think I just want this to be flat. Yeah, I like that better. And then we'll do another 2. It's the top, and then there's the bottom. There's like 1 chevron and then 2 chevrons at the top. Okay. That's as much detail as I need to add. Ain't nobody looking at the shoes. The dogs. The polygonal dogs. So we'll put it here. We'll put it here, and then... How's that look? Yeah, that works out like perfect. Hmm. Something is amiss. Oh, I see. This is just straight up not being used. Okay, great. You can put those away. Now we add some chevrons. I should probably do this. Looks a little better, I think. It's probably fine. Should probably have this one lower. I don't like it going all the way to the edge like that. That's better. And then one flatter chevron down here. There we go. We got ourselves some shoes. We have a purple, we have like a light stripe. We have a light stripe on this leg here. I'm probably going to want to grab the texture for that. Get some easier color sampling. Let's see. Inner. Is that? I don't know if that's actually what I want. I think this is what I want. Yes. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to take the opportunity to make this shade of purple a little more consistent. Okay, I think leggies are complete. Aside from I need to take the stocking off of this leg, but that's just I gotta copy this over. Copy this over and then replace this with skin tone. We get to play the fun game of making Rhea skin tone, which I can probably just pull over Ashura's. They're pretty similar. Also, play that last song again. That shit was nice. Songs named Toxic are 2 for 2 so far. Both of the songs named Toxic that I've heard in my life are giga bangers. Uh, fixing the leg. Yeah, I can do that later. Let's set up the color space for the cloak and waist cape. Since that'll be pretty simple. It's like the hair, it's mostly just a gradient. The only thing I would need to do is like a red triangle on the cloak. Matter of fact, let me check. Yeah, there's these that I need to add. I'm not doing this. I'm just gonna let it be cloth. Yeah, that's literally the only thing that I need to do is add these red triangles. Mina looks absolutely precious cosplaying as Brea. I think one of my favorite things about reusing a model to make another model, aside from the time savings, is the in-between phase where it looks like they're dressing up like the character they're turning into. Tag's possession. Listen, It could just be cosplay. Microsoft, why do you make my password expire every, like, fucking 3 months? This shit is annoying. It's starting to get a little eepy. Right, I was setting up this. Is this dark enough? I probably... yeah, no, she goes darker than that. Hang on, let me disable the dots and see if that's not fucking with me. Same with the stockings, actually. Yeah, those are the same shade for sure. So that is the color of... Brea has, like... Yeah, that's the color that I would use for this. And then the dark outline color is what I would use for this. Okay. So we gotta darken this a bit. Let's fix that. That is, it's close to this color, but this is slightly, it's not 100% grayscale. So I'll do what I can to fix that. Oh, here, this might be the color. The gray I used for the checkerboard. So if I compare, we grab this, and then we grab this. Yeah, that's a fair bit darker. Yeah, this is the one I want. So we want to go into... to go here, where there is stocking. And we want to change pretty much all of these. Yeah, much better. Okay. And then we want to do that on the jacket. And we also want to just double the width here. So we... hang on, what did we start at? Start at 128, so this should extend to 256. $256, I said. Thank you. Right, because 12 times 2 is 24, and then 8 times 2 is 16, and you put those together, you get 256, yeah. So now... there we go. A little bit darker. Matches the gloves. Ironically, are those the... No, they aren't. They're the same shade of dark. This cuff will be the slightly lighter gray. That'll help be a divider. Ah, I do have to do the belts. I have to figure out where on this line. And that will be the same bluish gray that we use here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete all of this. Just going to slide a line down here. Wow! I fucking nailed it, just like right in the middle of the belt. That's crazy. Let's see, this looks like 4 pixels off the bottom. Two, three, 4. And then that's like 6 off the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, so close. And then what? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2. There we go. However, I want these belts to be the same height. So I want to grab these, move them up by 1. The Z fighting is immense, but it doesn't appear to show. It doesn't appear to show here. It's only in edit mode where it goes a little crazy. And the reason that's happening is to get this to be black on the outside and purple on the inside, I added a solidify modifier, so there is essentially two of this mesh of very similar scale, but the purple one is just a teensy bit smaller, so it's only visible from the inside. Very handy trick for getting a two-sided polygon, or two-sided faces, more or less. Since normally, a face only shows what's on its texture regardless of what direction you're looking at it from, so you gotta do a little... Yeah, you gotta get a little hacky for that. Okay. So this is where the belt buckle will be. So I'll leave a little space here so I can remember where the center is. There is intersect, so I can't bring this all the way over. So let's bring it like here. See where that gets me. Okay, perfect. Whoops. Did the exact thing I said I was not going to do. In retrospect, actually, it's no big deal because I have the vertical markers here. Let me do... That was a little too far. Do something like this. Extend this over here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, never mind. That's fine. I was like, that's way too tall. Just need that. There we go. Now, the buckle is a little bit of gold. A wee bit of gold. I'm gonna grab that. And this, like, the glowy light interior. But also, it's black. It has, like, black straps on the border. I guess I could make it the lighter gray just to build the distinction. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. So, gold straps on either side. So we'll put one, like, here. And then the other one here. Yeah, that looks good. Now we take our glowy purple here. Put that like so, and like so. Oh, it's only gold on one side. Okay. I could do this. Where's our steely gray? Oh, wait, not that one. We want this one. And then we have this silver on the interior. Can I give it a little bit of glow? I think that works. I'm not sold. I'll leave it like this. That looks better. I'll add... So maybe these two look like two different colors. Okay, I'm going slightly insane. Do a little bit of this. Just to give it more of a buckle look. Might be doing a little too much. What if we just have it like that? Yeah, that works. Okay, we got our belts fastened. I need to figure out how I'm adding our little triangles here. So I want that here somewhere. Matter of fact, I actually want these to be the same height so that this looks a little... Actually, I'll adjust that after I add it. So I'm gonna want some red here. And let's give ourselves a little triangle. Way too big. Interesting. But also, very much close to the right position, so that's neat. Yeah, we'll just do this. Even that is fucking huge. What do I just do, a T? That'll have to do. Trying to figure out... I could do this. Less of a triangle, more of a V, but like, that works. You need to move up by 2. Okay, that looks like fine, actually. And then have the same thing like down here, a little bit further down. Two. Yeah, that works. Matter of fact, move it over. Have it on this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. The cape and cloak are done. Add a little gradient to them, but I'll do that when I'll do that as like a finishing touch once everything is textured out. I think that is a good place to call it. I'm trying to end my sessions earlier rather than later, so I don't end up in the situation where I continuously annihilate my sleep schedule. I'm hoping that I can just close Blender and Photoshop for the night and just fucking go to sleep at a timely hour. We're gonna call it here. Quit while we're ahead before I get any funny ideas. Good progress? Thank you. I was definitely hoping to get all of the texturing done, but I did spend like a good hour on the UV mapping, like at least, if not more. With that extra hour, I probably, like, her texturing out her design looks like it's not going to be too crazy. I probably could have gotten most of the rest of it done with another hour. But that's okay. Let me see who I can send y'all off to, and let me put Toxic back on. Hmm. I was tempted to raid into Scarletify, but she's playing 14, and I think she's doing something I haven't seen before, so I'll hang off for now. We got a couple other options here. Damn it. I was my next choice just is extreme. Shit. Let's see. Hmm. I haven't been to Sylvie's in a bit. They're playing Time Stranger. They are apparently 4 streams into it, so they're probably they have probably made a decent amount of story progress. So, if you do not want to see any potential Digi spoilers, this is your warning. And let's head on over that away. I can be like, I do not see it. Yeah. I'm not super concerned about Digimon spoilers. I mean, it is like... It is... It probably has like a mystery aspect to it, but generally speaking, I feel like it's like, you know, it's a Digimon game. You want to see the cool creatures. But I don't mean to like discredit Digimon stories. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that it has a story, so I figure I might as well warn. Alright. As always, I like to support smaller streamers, so if you're coming with me on this stream, man, it'd be nice. You can be little gremlin bastards if you want, but be nice about it. And most importantly, give the streamer a chance to shine, give them a chance to show their stuff. And until... Just looking at how long these arms are. Is that normal? I'm not thinking about it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm closing Blender. Until... maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how in the Blender hole I get before stream time, and if I feel like that would be streamable content. We'll see. As long as I'm in the Blender zone, the streams are gonna be pretty fast and loose. Especially with my work being in its busy season as well. It's possible that I'll just have a shit ton of shit to do and just won't feel like streaming. So, until whenever, thank you Brooke, thank you Foul, thank you Jade, thank you Mino, thank you McVin, thank you Monsta, thank you Thera. And I think that was everybody. If I missed anybody, I do apologize. Again, until whenever, same time, same place, I will see you all next time.